那么第三个就是我们的 contribution， 就是为什么我的这个东西是新的。那么基本上来讲的话，你的这个着眼点无非是几个嘛。第一个是前人都说我们想探讨这个 political system 啊，政治体系不拉对这些无外的影响，但却没有人这么做。那么我这么做了，所以我可以把前人的理论空缺给填补到。那么第二个呢，就是可能前人有一些相关的文献他没有解释清楚，那我在这里解释清楚了。包括前人呢，包括同志们，影响我这3个因变量的有很多自变量。那么除了前人说到的那些自变量之外，我提出 democracy 民主制度作为一个额外的这个自变量的话，就补充了前人的这些论点。那么包括这些，大家可以听听我是怎么讲的。The first one is the contribution of my study. So no matter the studies about earnings management, analysis, forecast properties, or the corporate cash holding, all prior works point out that there is very little known about how the political system can affect firm level earnings management, forecast properties, and corporate cash holdings. So my study will definitely fill this gap. And also for the EC1, my study complements the prior studies such as the Dallas 2020, the democracy literature, because my study is the first one which clearly explain and identify the mechanisms through which democracy can affect corporate decisions. For example, the earnings management decision. And also my study will contribute to explain the international differences of the financial reporting quality, because for now, the democracy might be an additional explanatory variable. And also for EC2, there is a growing research interest from the academics to investigate how the external environment can affect the firm level analysis behaviors. And the factors such as economic recession, political uncertainty, and also the macroeconomic risk have been confirmed to affect the analysis forecast property. So my study complements these studies because the democracy might be an additional potential explanatory variable. And also for the EC3, most of the evidence about the corporate cash holding from the US market, but my study is an international study. The prior works have identified that political uncertainty, political freedom, and the corruption can affect the corporate cash holdings. However, democracy exerts significant influence on each of these 3 variables. So the democracy may be the real fundamental explanatory variable for the corporate cash holdings. Therefore, my study gonna complement these studies. Now I will introduce the process of developing my hypothesis. I will focus on the earnings management first. The democracy exerts either beneficial or the adverse influences on the earnings management. I will introduce why democracy costs less earnings management firstly. First, based on the prior studies, we know that democracy provides stronger property rights and also a strong rule of law. As investment is an important category of the property, so the democratic countries, normally provide stronger investor protection. The shareholders under the stronger investor protection, they tend to have more legal power to sue and punish the ill-performing managers. Therefore, the rational managers just gonna reduce their earnings management. And also, we know the democracy guarantees the free speech and the free press, which are the key components of the free information flow. Therefore, we know that democracy creates a more transparent information environment where the stakeholders can easily detect the opportunistic behavior of the managers. So managers are left with less room to do the earnings management. Therefore, I conclude that democracy can decrease the firm level earnings management. Talking about the data, here are my main data and my main data source. And there are 3 regression models for my 3 studies. We can see the dependent variables in each models are earnings management, the proxies for the forecast properties, and also the corporate cash holdings. And we can see the independent variables is democracy across all the regression model. And then I will include all the control variables in the regression based on the prior studies. And also I will control for the year effect and also the industry effect in each model. These models are simplified version. When I do the real research, this model gonna be in the long version, the real term. And then now I just want to talk more about the moderating factor. Based on the prior study, we know that the GDP can explain for the corporate cash holdings, and also the political uncertainty can affect each of my 3 main dependent variables. That is why we need to pay more attention here, because we know that democracy, based on the the extensive prior studies, can increase or decrease country level GDP. And also the democracy can bring more or less political uncertainty. So I have to be very clear and I have to clarify the potential influences from the democracy on my main three dependent variables are not coming from these two factors. Therefore, I will include these two country level institutional variables in my regression to control their effects. And here is my, the time schedule for now. I'm here. I will start the data collection stage soon. And if everything goes well, hopefully I will enter the final stage in the 1st March in 2024 and finish my degree timely. Hopefully, I wish I'm here already, right? And in the last is a conclusion. So the widespread influences of the democracy, drive my curiosity, motivates me to continue my study. And based on the prior works, I developed my hypothesis, I designed the data collection process and designed the regression model. And I also designed the time schedule. And I will do the real works, which is the data collection after the presentation. Thanks for listening.